Hello, my name is Red, and today I'm going to show you how I built the medieval starter house from my hardcore series. I want to say thank you so much for all the love on my last video, and a big thank you to ZoeGRG5 for suggesting this tutorial. I'm really proud of this build, so I thought this would be the perfect thing to do for my first ever tutorial. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you build it in your world. So, first things first, these are the blocks you're going to need to build this house. These first two rows are the blocks you're going to need to build the outside walls and the frame. I've tried to count them all out so that you have the right amount. I went a little bit over in some cases just to make sure you have a few spare. These white ones, we're going to use these for the upstairs walls. You can switch them out for other blocks if you want. We're going to have a nice bit of variation, so these are the blocks that I've used. The blocks down here, the blocks you're going to need to build the tower. Again, with all these grey blocks, you can switch them up with any grey block you want. These are just the ones that I chose to use. You can use different quantities, you can mix them together however you like to get a nice bit of variation, but these are the ones I used. Here are the blocks you're going to need for the roof. Same again, you can switch these blocks out for different ones, just as long as you've got a nice mix in there. I've gone for mostly mud bricks. I've thrown in some granite and some bricks as well. And then these are what we're going to use for the trim of our roof. So we've got tuff, polished tuff, and some stairs. Here are some of the blocks I used for my interior. I haven't fully finished my interior, but this is a good place to get started. So, what I've tried to do over here, I've tried to lay it out so you can quite clearly see the shape of the house, and I've got this as well, so you can see how tall we're going. The main part of the house is 5 by 9, and then we have this part here that's open at the bottom but joins into the rest of the house on the first floor, and this is 5 by 7. So, let's get started. Let's take our spruce logs and our spruce stairs, and we're going to build the frame of the house. So you're going to want to go up by 4 on each of the corners here. And then you're going to want to connect them all together like so. And we'll connect through here as well. Okay, now onto the first floor. So coming off of here, we're going to want to build like this, and we're going to put an upside down stair on the end of both. And then we're going to build up by 4, and we're going to connect them like that. Then we're going to put poles in here, connect these, and then do the same on this side as well. There we go. And then we're going to want to give the part that's 5 by 9, we're going to want to give that a frame as well. So up by 4 in all of the corners and connect it together. And then connect this as well. We're not going to build on this part, and we're not going to fill this in, but we will connect this here. So this is what you should have now. I'm going to put a log there, and then the same on this one. Okay, so now that we've got the frame, the next thing we should do is we're going to take our tuff blocks and we're going to build the outer frame of the roof. You're going to want to variate these. It doesn't need to be an exact mix. What you're going to want to do is build a roof like this. So if you look at that, you've got a stair attached to this log, you've got an upside down stair off that, up a block, and then repeat until you get to the middle here, where you'll put an upside down stair facing outwards, and then reverse it on top of that. And we'll do the same on the other side as well. We can continue this along to there, and then we will do the same here. One thing you're going to want to do differently here is, instead of putting the upside down stair, you're going to want to put any temporary block. I'll put dirt for the meantime, which will allow you to build on top of this and continue your roof without filling in this gap in here, because in here is going to be your inside. So you don't want to take up the inside of your house with spare blocks, like this one. We'll do the same over here. And then when we get to the top, we're going to want to put a slab. and we can connect them up like so. So you've got the frame for the first part of your house. Now we're going to build the same thing on the end here. And what we can do is we can connect this up like so. On this side, we're going to do something a little bit different to add a nice little bit of variation. We're going to get rid of these 2 blocks here, and we're going to do the roof 1 down. So you're going to do the same thing again, but 1 down. Instead of starting off this block here, you're going to start with this block here. And so to connect these up, it's going to be quite simple. You'll have a weird gap in here where they don't quite match. You get rid of this, you put an upside down stair off this one, and there you go. Connects quite nicely. And then same again on this side. And you can do this like so. And for the last time, you'll build this up like this, and like this, and like so. Now you don't need to build this side all the way up because we're going to have a tower going in here. So you just need to build up to there, and we'll repeat on this side. I'm now going to take my mud bricks, my mud brick stairs, and my slabs, and also some of these blocks to add a bit of variation. Now on this side, we're going to build like this, block here, a block here, and then a stair facing that way, and a stair facing that way. And then to give us a bit more room inside, on this side we're going to build these as upside down stairs. And you can replace this one here as well with an upside down stair. And then repeat on the other side. Then we can put a slab in here and repeat on the other side. Just try and throw a little bit of variation in there. You don't need to throw too much in. Here and there makes it look a little bit more rustic. And then at the front here we can come in and we can fill this in. You want to leave a 2 block gap in each of the sides for windows, and that's this part done. And the next thing we're going to do is build up this part of our roof. It's going to be the same idea as this, the same style, and let's get going. So we're going to put a window in here. Okay, I've just realized I made a mistake here. This is 1 too far across. So when you build your roof, you're going to want to make sure you go 2 stairs in and then place your block, and then you can put your window in there. And then remember to mix in some of these, and just like you did before, we're going to do it on the other side as well. And then an upside down stair there. Just remember to do it 1 closer to the center of the house than I've done it here, and the same applies to the window I'm about to build because I did it in the wrong place. Okay, and here we're going to put a window in here just above where the stair is, so we're going to put a block here instead, and then continue on, and we'll do the same on this side. Just above this, put a stair there, and a stair there, and a stair there, and a stair there, and that leaves your space for a window in there. So now we'll continue on with the rest of this roof. And we can blend this in like so. And if you don't like that you can see this little bit of wood here, you can always turn that around like that. There we go. And then on this side, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same as we did over there, and we're going to put upside down stairs. And we're going to do that here as well. And on this side. Then we're going to build this up and connect it out to here. And then the same on this side, again with stairs. Okay, so now that's most of your roof done. So the next thing we're going to do, just add a little bit more detail. So we're going to take these blocks from earlier and we're going to continue them up and over. You don't have to do this, but I think it's a nice little touch. And we can connect it to here. And we'll put a stair there. So now let's finish this by putting stairs all the way along here and all the way along here. Remembering to do a bit of variation. And then the final thing we're going to do with the roof is put slabs along here. And then a slab here and a slab there as well. And this is what you should be left with at the moment. Next thing we're going to want to do is come to this end here, and we can fill this in like so. And that leaves a space for a nice window in there. And we'll do the same over here as well. Now we've left a gap over here for the tower, and you'll see why in a minute. But first, let's fill in the rest of our walls. Let's take these white blocks and our glass panes and start filling in the second floor. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have a nice little mix of these. Try and do a nice little variation. Go. And I have designed my windows like this. And then the same over here. We'll put some calcite down here. And I'll put 2 windows in there. 2 windows in there. Here. Here. And then we'll do the same over this side too. Again, you can use different white blocks if you want. You can throw in some diorite in there, some concrete if you want. These are just the ones that I've chosen to use. And mix up the windows as well a little bit if you'd like. And then we can do this as well. And over here as well. There we go, it's starting to look good. Now, on the back of the house, I have filled this in like so. Because we're going to put a door in here. On this end, I filled it with some glass panes because I thought it looked really nice. I thought this was a really nice place to have a big window. And we can fill this in too. Let's do the bottom floor now. So if we take our oak planks and our stripped oak logs and also our doors, we can come down and we can fill these in. So again, you want to mix them up a little bit. You can do them sideways as well to add a bit more variation. You're going to want to fill all the walls like so. And at the back here, we're going to do it like this so that we have space for a door and a window. And then we can fill in the gaps with glass. And while we're doing these, let's take our trapdoors, our slabs, and also our stairs and give a floor to these bits. So under these, you're going to want to put a stair here, a stair there, a slab there, a slab there, and a slab there. And then you can put a trapdoor there to finish it off. And 2 trapdoors there. And on this side we're going to do the same again. Except this time we're also going to bring the trapdoors out like so. And this is so we can put a balcony up here. We can put a door there as well. And we can put our fences too. There we go. And while we're here, we can give a floor to this area under here. And we can go into our house and add a floor in here. Remember to leave a gap somewhere for your ladder. This is where I've chosen to put mine. Let's put our ladder up and go upstairs. We'll put some mud slabs in here to the left. And then we'll fill this in with mud slabs as well. Again, you don't have to use mud slabs if you don't want to. But these are what I built with. Okay, we'll do the interior in a bit. But first, let's build our tower. To build the tower, you're going to want to take a nice mix of these grey blocks. Then for the top, we're going to need these. We're going to need some deep slate. We're going to need some deep slate stairs. And we'll need these for the roof as well. So if we take all of these, let's go make our tower. Your tower is going to be 3 by 3, but that includes these blocks here. And you're not going to build these because they're part of the house. So for now, we'll do a 2 by 3. And you're just going to want to work your way up. Mixing all the blocks together, try and keep them in sections. And add a nice gradient. The further you go up, the smoother you want the blocks to be. And we want to take it all the way up to this level here. So you're in line with the very top stair on your roof. You're going to want to build these blocks up too. so that it looks like it's coming out of your roof. So now from here, go one more up, and we'll take our stone brick stairs, and on each one of these sides, we're going to place 3 upside down stairs all the way around. Here as well. And here. Now we can take our walls, our deep slate blocks, our spruce slabs and our spruce planks, as well as our cobblestone wall and our lightning rod, and we can build the top of the tower. Gonna want to put 2 of these on each of these blocks all the way around, so it looks like this. You're also going to want to take 4 spruce gates. I'm sorry I forgot this step, but if we put these in all the way around like so, it's now time to put on our roof. So if you put a slab on the top of each one of these poles, and then a full block in the middle of each of these, we're now ready to do a roof. You want to put a deep slate brick here, 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 and here in each of the 4 corners. And then on top of each one of those, you want to put a stair. You want to put them facing each other like so. And then in here, you want to put a block, a block, a block, and a block. And then stairs on each of those blocks facing into the middle. And then a block here, a block there, your cobblestone wall, and finally your lightning rod. And it should look something like this. While you're up here on the roof, you might want to put a lantern there, 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 and there to add some light. And I also put one on this block from earlier as well. It looks quite nice. That's most of your exterior built now. So, let's start going into some more of the details. If we take some furnaces, some iron bars, and a campfire, we can put them in here. And I think this gives a really cool blacksmith sort of design to the outside of your build. Like so, and we'll put a block in there. Then let's go inside. On your first floor, it should look something like this. So what we're going to want to do is place a block in there. You're going to want to fill these blocks in like this, and you want to put a stair in there. Now these can be any of your grey blocks, and we can punch these blocks out to make some windows. Fill them with your glass panes, and now you've got a lovely little viewing area to see all the land around you. The next thing you're going to want to do is build a way up to your next floor. So I'm going to build mine here, and this is going to be your way to get to the top of your tower. You're going to want to fill this in with a slab, and punch these out so you've got a window in here, and then you can build a ladder up the side to the top. Then let's add lanterns to each of these, the outside blocks. One there, and one here, and one here. And that is the outside of your house finished. It's looking pretty good, but let's do some work on the interior as well. So we're going to take our white wool, our amethyst, our carpet, and some of our oak planks. I'm going to take out the floor in here. Now you don't have to do this, it's just a little touch that I added. I put some amethyst under the floor in here, and then some carpet on top of that, so when you walk over it, it makes a nice little chiming sound. Then we can put some white wool around this, so it looks like a textured rug. And then we'll fill in the rest of these with some wooden planks. Then we're going to take some of our barrels, our cauldron, our stairs, our lever. We're going to come in here, we're going to put our cauldron here, our lever, and flip it down so that it looks like a tap. You can fill this with water if you like. And then a barrel here, and like so. And then you've got a nice little countertop. You add a lantern in here as well to brighten it all up. It's really nice. You can add your own details in here, but this is what I chose to do, and I think it looks really great. Let's go upstairs and add some details in here too. So first things first, I'm going to put a table down here with a lantern on it so we got some light. And we got a lot of space in here to do a lot of detailing. Again, you can decorate this however you want, but I'm going to show you how I decorated mine. I'm going to take some trapdoors and I'm going to place them like this and flip them up. And like this. And now this lets me place some ladders on the other side. Be careful not to flip these because they will break your ladders. So now we can go up here, and we have got the perfect space for a little bed. And this is where I have the bedroom in my hardcore world. It's got a lovely view up here. If you crouch, you can get onto the bed, and it looks lovely out here. We're also going to put some fences across here. Now one of the touches I did that I think added a lot to our build was I put a spore blossom up here. And it adds some particles, it adds some colour. I think it's really nice. And you can just sort of drape some leaves around the place. Like this. And it just adds a little bit of life to your build. You can do the same with some pots to add a little bit of life around. You can put some lanterns. I put a little chair in here with a sign on the side to give it an armrest. You can put a lectern here. And even a little shelf above it. Looks amazing. Put another flower pot up here, and you've got a lovely little area in here now. If you put 3 trapdoors across here, you can make a nice little shelf to store your things or to put some decorations on. So I'm sure you can make this your own. It looks amazing in here already. I find the more details you add, the more homely it starts to feel. The very final thing I did on my house was I added some of these around. Little flower baskets to the outside of our house. I had them here as well. And here too. You could also put one on this side, like so, a slightly bigger one. And it's the perfect place to put all your favourite vegetation. Look at these flowers. It's such a nice little touch to add to your house. So there you have it. That is how I built my medieval house from my hardcore series. I think this is the perfect starter build because it's not that difficult to build and it really stands out. There's so many things you can do with this. Little details like this really add so much. And with that, I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I'd love to know if you decide to build this in your own world. Please do send me any photos. I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe and let me know what you think. And with that, I'll catch you next time. Happy building. Bye bye.